The death of Bill Bidwill in the scripted tribute for Super Bowl 55 for Michael Bidwill in the first year that he is owner without his father. Of course, it was 2008, 2007 when Michael Bidwill took over the team by team daily operations, but nonetheless, Michael Bidwill is the official principal owner for the first time during the 2020 NFL season. In the first year since his father passed away, he is going to win the Super Bowl. It is Mike Bidwill that has gematria of 55. It is Michael Bidwill. It is championship. It is the big red curtain that I've already talked about in my playlist. They are third in the league in sacks, only behind the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. They're ahead of the 49ers and the Rams, two other notable pass rushes. The Cardinals are sitting just outside of the top 10 in total offense. They are starting to look even more dynamic offensively. So this is what has been going on with the Cardinals so far. They're at 3-3-1, and ever since the passing of Michael Bidwill, I have determined that pretty clearly that in the 2020-2021 NFL season is going to be a scripted tribute to the Jesuit Freemason Bidwill family in their 33rd season in Arizona. It is Glendale that is located over at the 33rd parallel. It is, in gematria, it is Michael that equals 33 and 51. Michael Bidwill is going to be winning the 51st Super Bowl in the modern era. The 51st modern era Super Bowl. Tampa equals 51. MVP equals 51, featuring Patrick Mahomes. Because don't forget that it is Cardinals Chiefs that has gematria of under 31. It is the New Orleans Saints that would be the defending Super Bowl champions. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to make it to the Super Bowl the following year. It's Kansas City Chiefs that has gematria of 172. It is William V. Bidwill, the father of Michael Bidwill, who has gematria of 172 and 73. After 73 years, it's the Cardinals are going to end a 74-year championship title drought. These owners of the Cardinals are Jesuit Catholic Freemasons. The Bidwill family has owned the Cardinals ever since 1933. The death of Bill Bidwill may have been a very scripted tribute, because Bill Bidwill passed away on the day of the Feast of the Guardian Angels, according to Michael Bidwill.
Passed away 3 years ago. He had 5 kids, 10 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. It seems fitting that he died on the Feast of the Guardian Angels. That was the day he died.
Again, this is a scripted tribute to their Jesuit faith. The memorial of the Holy Guardian Angels is observed every single year on October the 2nd. This was the day that Bill Bidwill passed away for the Arizona Cardinals, which brings us to the point. The Cardinals logo and their symbolism is not really reflected on the bird. It really represents something else. It represents the Vatican. It represents a group of people that also wear a shade of red. The Pope's ordained bishops are nicknamed the College of Cardinals. They wear this cardinal shade of red. They are nicknamed the Cardinals. The Cardinals also wear this same color. So the Cardinals, the symbolism of the Cardinals logo has everything to do with the Jesuits in the Vatican. The amount of time from the death of Michael Bidwill to the day of Super Bowl Sunday for Super Bowl 55 is a time span of 71 weeks. On the 71st week is when the Cardinals are going to win the championship again. In gematria, it is Bidwill that equals 71. It's Catholic that also equals 71 and 35. It is also Cardinal that has gematria of 35 and 62. It is Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It is the former Cardinals coach, Arians, that has gematria of 62. Not only is it Tampa and Michael that equal 51, but it is the Cardinals that equals 51. This is referencing the 51st Super Bowl in the modern era. Also, to review, the leader of the Cardinals is the Pope. It is currently Jorge. Jorge has gematria of 55. George Bergoglio, Pope Francis. As we've talked about before in the Cardinals' 33rd season in Arizona, it's Murray, it's Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Peterson, Michael, Sooners equals 33. Again, this is all referencing the Jesuit Freemasons on the Cardinals. You take a look at gematria, it's Jesuit that equals 21. The year 21 is going to be that Super Bowl. It is Jesuit, it is Arizona that equals 84. You take a look at the name Bill Bidwill. It's Bill that has the gematria of Cardinal. It's Bill that equals 17. It's Mason that equals 17. The Bidwills are Freemason Jesuits. Now, what's interesting about the Kansas City Chiefs is that Kansas City is located right next to St. Louis. Now, the team used to be located at St. Louis, the St. Louis Cardinals. This is exactly why they're going to be facing off against the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Michael Bidwill was born in the year 1964. Once again, the defending champion is going to be the New Orleans Saints. He is going to win the Super Bowl as the chief owner of the Cardinals against the Kansas City Chiefs. This is what is represented by his birth year of 64. Now, what's interesting about Feast of the Guardian Angels is that has the same gematria as Steelers, which are another Freemason Jesuit team owned by the Irish Rooney family. The Irish Rooney Catholics own the Steelers. This was how Super Bowl 43 was scripted after 42 prior Super Bowl. So this is going to be a gematria history here. Now, what the Jesuits are is that they are Freemason Catholics that are all about the pursuit of knowledge. This is who Bill Bidwill really is. This is why Bill Bidwill has hired the first minority in a front office. He hired a black coach, Dennis Green. We had another one, Steve Wilkes, last year. He's a Jesuit.
Helped enrich the lives of countless women, children, and minorities. Immensely proud of his Jesuit Catholic education, Mr. B was honored in 2010 with induction into the Sports Faith Hall of Fame.
So you know exactly what the Arizona Cardinals are all about. They're owned by Jesuits. They're owned by Jesuit Catholic Freemasons. That's exactly how the Super Bowl was scripted for Warner's resurrection. He was born again, so to speak. 11 Super Bowls would pass between now, from Super Bowl 44 to Super Bowl 54. And then in Super Bowl 55, 71 weeks after the death of Bill Bidwill, Michael Bidwill is going to be hoisting up the Lombardi Trophy as the principal owner of the Arizona Cardinals. This is exactly what the script of the Super Bowl is going to be. It is going to be the Cardinals over the Chiefs, the Jesuit connection of the Rooneys and the Bidwills, and with the College of Cardinals can be noted dearly. And that is exactly what's going to happen when we talk about Larry Fitzgerald ending a 74-year championship drought. To end the video with some review, Jesus equals 74 and 11. Larry Fitzgerald is going to be represented by Jesus. Cross equals 74. Masonic, occult, gematria equals 74. Arizona's winning the championship 74 years later. The Hebrews write out God a certain way, G-D. You know exactly what's going to happen for the Super Bowl next year. The death of Bill Bidwill has everything to do with it. And Michael Bidwill taking over the Cardinals as the principal owner has everything to do with the script of next year's Super Bowl. Principal owner equals 173. It is. Kansas City Chiefs said equals 170. I thought the Chiefs equaled 173 for a second there. That was pretty surprising. Owner equals 75 and 30. Arizona Cardinals 30. As it's 75. The transferring of this ownership to the younger son here. Now, what is the age going to be? Of course, that is going to say a lot about the script for next year's Super Bowl. 55, 56 years of age. Now, the meaning of 56 has to do with the Society of Jesus, the Jesuit organization, the Society of Jesus. That 71 also connects with Catholic and Bidwill, the gematria of Bidwill. A scripted death tribute for next year's Super Bowl, and the Arizona Cardinals win the title. Feast equals 51, referring to the Feast of the Guardian Angels. The former Cardinals coach, Arians, would be the coach of the Buccaneers next year. The air raid offense, the revolutionary offense with that, and Patrick Mahomes, these new wave of minority quarterbacks, and the Jesuit Freemasons are all about knowledge and the pursuit of diversity. Diversity as to match of under 31 and 50. 50 prior Super Bowls in the modern era. Diversity as the same gematria as Cardinals, Chiefs, as Big Red Curtain. This is going to be a tribute to the Jesuits. And that is exactly what we have going on for the Super Bowl of next NFL season. Now, Michael, his birthday would have to be noted. The 6th day of December. December the 6th. With the time duration to the Super Bowl. 64 days. 2 months and 2 days. New Orleans Saints, defending champion. Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl opponent, 64. I've linked up all the other videos. The Kingsbury connections with Patrick Mahomes and whatnot. Kyler Murray, Texas A&M, yada, 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 yada. And all that I've covered before for the scripted NFL run by Freemason, Zionists, and Jesuits.